Hello and welcome to this video tutorial. In this tutorial, we're going to take a look at the traffic sources to your website. In order to see this data, you'll need to log into your analytics account. You can get that information from your online report and click through to the audience overview. Once in the audience overview, you'll need to use the left-hand navigation, and currently you'll be defaulted to the audience. You want to click on traffic sources. Just quickly, I'll show you the overview, which shows you a pie graph of where you get a majority of your traffic from. So 52% for airborne signs is search traffic, 26% is referral traffic, and 21% is direct traffic straight through to the website. So it's some quick view information. We want to drill down to the all traffic section, so under sources, all traffic, and we'll see a graph as usual, and if we scroll down the page we'll see the information we can use. Right, on screen at the moment you're seeing the traffic sources with the highest number of visits. If you use the tool down here you can expand out to see all of the traffic sources. So for airborne signs there are 15 traffic sources. For you it might be more or less. We're just going to look at the top 10 because that information gives us relevant data sets. Okay, so in this 1 to 10 list, we can see at the top that Google brought in 78 visitors and business.gov brought in 1 visit. So we wouldn't look at the numbers for the traffic sources that bring in very low numbers, so 5 onwards, because the data isn't statistically relevant. The top 3 traffic sources, however, are normally relevant to the big picture of where traffic is coming from. Right, so Google is almost universally in first spot for a majority of the clients that we work with, as is direct URL. The third spot can go to Facebook, it can go to cost per click or CPC advertising, it can go to email marketing, or it might go to a referrer site that you have affiliated with. All the same, we can use this data to get a good understanding of what the website's doing for you. So you will have seen this information on the audience overview video, but just to recap, we've got the number of visits to the site, we've got the number of pages on average that they visited, we've got the average visit duration, the percent of new visitors to the website, and the bounce rate. So if you do want more information on these, do go to the audience overview tutorial. If we look at bounce rate for Google, it's around 42%, so that's not too bad. Direct, it's slightly high at 60%, but Facebook drops it down again to around that 40% mark. For new visits, Google provides 50% new visits, Direct URL has 80% new visits, and Facebook has 43% new visits. The time on site is 5 minutes 39 for Google, 3 minutes 24 for Direct, and 2 minutes 35 for Facebook. The numbers of page visits are all pretty much the same. The Direct URL on Facebook is about half of Google, so what we can say there is that the Google stats are the most relevant because they're pulling out and averaging out more users. If we drop down to a traffic source that's not bringing in much information, like Bing, so 4 users, slightly less page visits, a lot less time on site, and a far lower new visit number, the bounce rate's pretty much irrelevant here. So the numbers can't be utilized and trusted very well. If you use a directory site like Yellow, Gopher, or Localist, make sure you take a look at how much traffic they first bring in. So if it's a lot less than Google, which is free, then maybe start to consider whether or not you need those services. And in addition to that, does the statistics that you see for that traffic source match the statistics for the most relevant traffic source? So number 1 versus say number 7 what's the data looking like? And if it's not healthy, it indicates that the traffic source isn't very good. Okay, so very simply, what you want to see here is the traffic sources to your website, and depending on what they are, you want to make an assessment should you push toward one or the other. If Google is one of your highest traffic sources, then watch the video below this on the tutorial page. It's going to be quite useful. If it's direct URL, then that's great. That's you doing all that good work in the community. If it's Facebook, well, that indicates that you're getting some traction on the social media platform, and perhaps you should be looking at that. And if it's email marketing, use that, leverage that. Look at the data that they provide, and from there make an assessment. Of course, if you need any help, you can always contact your friendly Wonks consultant. If you have any questions, you can always leave a comment at the bottom of the tutorial page. You can check us out on Google or Facebook. And if you're watching this on YouTube, do sign up to our free campus, but you can also leave a comment on the channel. Thanks for watching.